Okay, there's a person here who's having healthcare issues. They were on the phone. I have the video. They were on the phone, 911, and the woman is just asking stupid questions. I mean, it's just, you wonder what I gave the guy the address. If you have the address, you should be able to, excuse me, I gotta change hands here. If you got the address, you should be able to get here as fast as possible. I mean, I told the guy what address to use. He told her like 5 different times. It's just pathetic on the part of El Paso 911. It's just, let's see here. And here's the ambulance coming. It's just pathetic what the. No, no, ahí va, maestro. Le estoy diciendo que vaya para allá. And again, I mean, just you could literally be dying on the street, and the 911 operator is just. I mean, what the hell is wrong with these people? Or at least the ambulance got here. And I have a standing policy of not recording people with medical emergencies. They got enough to deal with. But, I mean, what the hell's wrong with these people? The only thing I can keep asking, you know, why all the stupid questions? You know, I mean, I told the guy the address. I know what address gets him right down here. And the woman is asking stupid questions, and you can hear it. The reason I wasn't trying not to record the person, but I could hear the woman. I don't know if my microphone on the camera picked it up, but I mean, just keeps asking, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I mean, well, they're not triaging, so I don't know what they're doing. Taking the name and the so first it's, I mean, this is critical here. What are they doing? They're picking them up. Oh, they're putting them. Well, that's not right. You don't put them on the bench. I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna say anything. Why? You don't put people who are with breathing problems and heart problems on a bench. You treat them on the floor. Why would they put them on the bench? And of course, I'm here to do taxi work, not. I mean, every day is another reason to be disappointed with El Paso government. The 911 operator and their stupid questions. I've never seen medical personnel pick somebody up and put them on a bench. I have never seen that. And in the United States of America, in the state of Texas, you cannot be denied emergency medical care. Now I have to record just to record the cops because I'm afraid of what they do to people, and I'm afraid of what these paramedics are going to do to this guy. they're trying to keep him in the sitting position. Why in the world would you keep him in a sitting position? Oops, turned away because I'm here to make money, and I haven't made any money. I mean, and then there's no ambulance. They're doing what they do to drunks. I mean, are they under the impression that this guy's a drunk? Is that what they're failing to give proper medical care because they think he's a drunk? No blood pressure. I mean, I'm just gonna watch. I honestly don't know what to say anymore. I mean, the friends got every reason to be concerned. I'm concerned. This is what goes for you put the person on the chair, and the reason I said they're treating him like he's a drunk is when they push on the chest, that's what they think it is. See, there's one reason you don't put him on the chair. They can't take his sweater off. And of course, the question is, where the hell is the ambulance? I hear a siren. Again, my standing policy is not to report people with medical problems on the street. It's bad enough you're having to deal with that tragedy and then have somebody put you on YouTube, but one, the behavior of the ambulance, and it's pretty... Wondering why the ambulance, I heard the sirens, but they weren't, I mean, they couldn't tell where their fire truck buddies are. I hear another siren in the distance. Not going any explaining, just watching. Seriously concerned about what they're doing though. Don't know why they put him on the bench. Now they're gonna struggle to get him on the bed. I mean, the only important thing is they get the person in the bed and get them to the hospital. I mean, when you gotta yell at 911 operators. So at the beginning, the paramedics and the fire truck showed up. The gentleman was on the floor. I was wondering what they were doing. It looked like they were more interested in taking his name and his address before starting medical treatment, and this guy was out of it. I mean, he was obviously struggling to breathe. The friend is trying to give him information, and they run him off. The taxi business is so bad tonight that I'll probably be able to record all the way up until the only thing is to get, and you should have triaged them, and they should be putting them in the bed and getting them in the ambulance. I mean, this is just I can't say for sure that the paramedics showed up with the attitude they were going to deal with a drunk or something. Speaks pretty bad of humanity of paramedics and EMS are allowing their attitudes to interfere with the proper care of an individual. I think I recorded enough. At any time a customer can come. Looking at the time on the 10 minutes plus, seeing another struggling to get the guy to stand up. That's why you don't put him on a bench. Not even going to get the bed near the guy, going to force him to walk. So at least to get him in the bed. If he had been drinking, okay, he had been drinking, but that doesn't mean he can't have heart problems or breathing problems or whatever. I mean, the assumption that he's just a drunk, pretty bad assumption, especially if it interferes in the medical treatment they provide. Pretty sad. Pretty right down sad.
Are you just drunk?
I've never seen it. I mean, did they check his blood pressure? I didn't see them check his blood pressure. I didn't see any stethoscopes to listen to the heart or breathing. And now they're again asking for information and putting it in the computer. That's delay of care. The person needs to be on his way to the hospital, not be answering 101 questions about his address, his income. I mean, that is just pretty darn sad. A person who could be dying from a heart attack, and they're asking questions about his address. The one on my right, you're watching it, you would be, yeah, it still would be your right. The one in the back of the ambulance is asking questions to put into his computer. You can't ask those questions on the way to the hospital. Very poor performance as far as I'm concerned. Sad to see that, such little respect for humanity. From the beginning, from when they came, and I didn't see any real interest in assessing them, what is called triage. Then the 3 paramedics that came with the fire truck picked them off from the sidewalk and put them on a bench. And then from the bench, I don't know what kind of triage they did. They're like, look at like any normal medical assessment to me. Then they made the guy walk, picked the guy up from the bench, and they made him walk to the bed. And now they've been asking him questions. Instead of rushing him to the hospital, they're asking him questions. And it doesn't matter whether they think that he's in a life-threatening situation. It doesn't matter. That's just pretty pathetic on their part, as far as I'm concerned. You can ask those questions en route to the hospital. They're all tied to the same internet. That information gets uploaded to computers. Texting? Okay, mister. So, right now, my concern was to get him on the bed, get him in the ambulance, and get him moving. But they seem to be happy holding him here. They don't know whether his life is in danger, unless they're God. Full medical team, doctors need to assess the guy. And they're asking questions. Where do you live? Where do you work? That's pretty sad. That's pretty right down sad. I guess it's good that I continue to record. To me, this is not proper procedure. This shouldn't be proper procedure. Get him in the ambulance and get him over to the hospital. Get him hooked up to machines, and if his life's in danger, give him the proper medical treatment. Who cares if he's homeless? Who cares if he's drunk? He's a human being. It's a human life. You gotta wonder. I mean, in one way or another, I have been exposed to cops, sheriffs, paramedics, EMS, and the last group of people that I had some decent respect for were the paramedics and the EMS. I don't have that respect anymore. They're just as bad as cops, sheriffs. And like I keep saying, they have great responsibilities. Don't they understand they have great responsibilities? They need to grow up. Get over whatever attitude they have. I would be surprised if they opened the door, let the man out, and Well, that would be denying care. And of course, you gotta wonder why the person in the fire truck is in the back of the ambulance. Their job is basically done. The other two are in the truck waiting, probably not wanting to be recorded. Public service shouldn't have an attitude about being recorded. The people of society have the right to monitor. They work for us, we don't work for them. If they're failing to meet standards, the proper authorities need, the people need to know. The people need to know, because one day they're going to need medical services. What kind of medical services are they going to get? I can't read people's minds. All I can do is, the behavior I saw here today greatly concerns me about the kind of emergency treatment people are receiving. I've worked in a hospital, not in the medical sense, but I've seen triage assessments. I've never seen a person get picked up from the ground and put on a bench. I've never seen a person get picked up, made to stand up from a bench and walk towards the bed. And now they've been sitting here. I can't tell you how long they've been sitting. I'm going to say 5 minutes the ambulance has been sitting there. And whatever question they're asking, they could have asked on the way to the hospital, and they could have been at the hospital right now. And then the conversation with the 911 operator, man, this is where I said I've never make another 911 call again in my life. You give them the exact address, and she has to continue asking, where are you, where are you? I mean, the whole system is, I've had three police have come by. One of them came deliberately to harass, to shine a spotlight on my camera. Well, let's hope they drive away and get the guy to the hospital. Maybe not. They don't look like they're all that interested in going to the hospital. Oh, that's why he's waiting. His little buddies weren't there. I didn't see his buddies going. Is there hope that they're now going to take him to the hospital? Well, the guy that knew him, they ran off. They kept yelling at him. That's what he asked in Spanish, if anybody knows him. The guy that knew him, they ran off. They told him to get lost, and he was trying to give them information. Well, a customer didn't show up, so still, I mean, okay, what's the delay? What are they going to wait for to drive away? It's called delay of care. Their proper equipment that's at the hospital. So the fire truck is driving away, the ambulance is driving away, but not in a hurry to go anywhere. Sad and tragic.